Okay, so we're back. Magic. Alright, so this is an oracle deck that I used this year, and this has been a brilliant little thing to even carry around with you because the size is so nifty. There is no book, there's no little white book or anything with this deck. It's very much your own intuition, and that's the Earthbound Oracle. It's by, who is it by? Created by A.L. Swartz, skullgarden.net. It's amazing. These are the backs, and it's tiny, as you can see, like it's playing card size, so it's very handy. There is 48 cards in this deck, and I'll give you a look at a few of them. They're amazing, even for 9 card spreads, or with tarot, goes beautiful with tarot. And I used this last year on my spread for the year, and it goes lovely with tarot cards. Really, really nice. And the artwork on it is gorgeous. It's actually made by the same person who made the wooden tarot. Now, I didn't get that because I didn't like it. I didn't like the look of it, but that was just me. There was a lot of eyes in it, I seem to remember, and for some reason that just didn't appeal to me. But this is really beautiful. I know lots of people rave about the wooden tarot, and I'm sure they're right. I'll probably regret that I never got it. But this is it's really stunning. Like, look at the colours in that. You know, it's fantastic. It's really beautiful. And as I said, there's 48 cards in it, so it's a hefty little deck, but it's gorgeous. It's very cold here today, so cold, and it's been foggy all day, and I have the heat on, and I just can't seem to get warm, hence the hoodies and the scarves. It's really gorgeous, isn't it? It's beautiful. Okay, so that's the Earthbound Oracle. Now the next deck is a tarot deck. Actually, you know, I didn't use a lot of oracle decks this year, really. The next deck that I used is this is a little bit of a favourite of mine. It's the Paulina tarot, and it comes in a little top box. You know, there's a little white book with it as well. These are the backs. Now, some people say that this is, cardstock is quite good in it as well, actually, that this is a little bit busy for some people. That's why I didn't cut the borders off this, because I think that you could really end up looking at like just a hodgepodge of colour and squiggles, and for me it wouldn't mean anything after a while. But this, that's why I left the borders on it. This is just gorgeous. It's real kind of fairyland. It's just beautiful. It's just really nice. And if you want a deck that's kind of like softer, you know, that isn't going to, like the Death card, as I said in the Deviant Moon, can be a little bit, you know, scary. But that's the Death card in the Paulina Tarot. And I mean, the Death card is the Death card. You know, it is what it is. So, this is beautiful. I think I actually have a video of this as well. But I've had this out for ages. I actually only put it back in its box yesterday. That's the moon. Isn't that beautiful? I have the sister deck to this as well, the Joie de Vie, and it's as gorgeous. I just seemed to have gravitated towards the Paulina this year for some reason. And that's fine. I think the decks really do kind of call to you sometimes. But the Joie de Vie is beautiful as well, and it's less busy. So if you're looking for something with that type of artwork, but that isn't going to be as kind of all over the place on your eye, then certainly go for the Joie de Vie. It's lovely. I'm sure I have a video of that as well. Now the next one is the older version of this deck. This deck I've used all year, and I know there is a newer version out of this at the moment, but I wouldn't change and I wouldn't bother with the newer version, because this one my son actually bought me and I just adore it. And this one needs no introduction, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay, it's the Marielle Tarot. It's beautiful. It's so stunning. These are the backs. Now this deck is deep, and I think this deck is possibly the best deck I have for like past lives. It's like, look at that. It's just stunning. Yeah. I really don't know what to say about this deck, to be honest, because it's just fantastic. It's just amazing. This is the card that a lot of people had a problem with, and I think that there are 2 Hierophant cards in the new deck. Now I could be wrong, it's quite possible, but you can choose. It's a different painting or image for the Hierophant. I don't. Alright, it is. There's something grotesque about it. I'll give you that. But I think it works somehow. And because there is things about this deck that do make you feel uncomfortable, but I think that's part and parcel of it. And this is my card, the Hermit. This is my card. You know, when you do up your date of birth and everything like this. So that is just amazing. And I've got to show you, I mean, the card that everybody fell in love with, I think, when it came to the Marielle. How much time have I have? I have enough time. Was the Death card. And in the off chance you've been living under a rock for the last few years and you haven't seen this image, I've got to put in my few cents worth and show you this image, because it is stunning. It's so beautiful. If I can find it, I'm going to run out of time trying to find it. You know, there's so many different cards in this deck that just kind of take your breath away. I use it like for past life reads, but I also use it for my card of the month. That I did a spread at the start of the year, and at the start of each month I lay out the card that I had pulled at the start of the year, and I use this deck exclusively for that. This is the Death card. How amazing is that? It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The book with this, again, is another one of those books that you need to have. The deck. The book is amazing as well. Very, very well written. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. And the word. It's so stunning. The cardstock is really good. And this edition that my son got me is gilded at the sides. I don't know if I've seen any other videos with people who had the decks gilded, but anyway, that's the version that I got. So that's it. These are the decks that I, as I said, gravitated towards more this year. Now, I worked with a lot of my other decks as well, but the ones that I kind of kept coming back to, and especially during the summer, the Medicine Woman Tarot was just like a warm hug to me during the summer. I don't have the box, so sorry I can't show you what it looks like, but as I said, it is readily available. Look it up, look up the reviews as well. There's very good reviews for it, and it's very surprising little deck, because even though, you know, the artwork, I mean, it's not a Marielle artwork, like, but there's something about it. It just, It's fantastic, and the book is just amazing. So I would love to see what everybody else is using over 2019. It just fascinates me to see what, you know, people are drawn to when it comes to decks, because a lot of it, well, for me it is definitely artwork as well. And I suppose that's why the Medicine Woman surprised me so much, because the artwork is so it's almost childlike on it, but yeah, it's fantastic. So that's it, and I look forward to seeing your videos if you put them up, and I should see you again before Christmas for another video, hopefully. And until then, be good and take care. Bye.